Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video talking about a newly shown item from San Diego Comic-Con 2018, and this time we have from the studio series from the Bumblebee movie Dropkick, the Decepticon. This is going to be a deluxe class figure. So this is quite exciting. I'm very much looking forward to the Bumblebee movie. Everything I'm seeing about it, I'm really loving actually. And the newest image of the Decepticons being Dropkick and Shatter was my favorite kind of reveal from the movie so far, and I've been really excited for those two characters. I put it as my, my background on my computer. I'm very excited for those two, and I think the picture is great. So, of course, I'm very excited for the toys, and we have our first look at Dropkick. Nothing about Shatter so far, but I think that Shatter is by far going to be more of a main villain than Dropkick. I think Dropkick's kind of going to be like her partner, but Shatter's going to be kind of calling the shots, so I definitely think we're going to get a toy of her, since we do have a toy of Dropkick now. But this is a very interesting toy. It disappoints me to some respect, but it's very interesting in the same. So I want to talk about this one. I'm going to go in depth comparing it to the image that we have as well. So let's get into it. So before I start comparing it to the image from the movie, just want to start off by saying, obviously his alt mode here is not a muscle car, which of course it has been confirmed that he is a muscle car in the film, and now we have a jet or a helicopter that he transforms into. Now Shatter had some definite kind of a plane copter or somewhat plane-like pieces on her, so it was very clear that to some degree the two would kind of transform together and form a flying vehicle, or they would be triple changers or something like that. So this definitely confirms that theory for sure. I don't know if they're going to be all triple changers, or if they're going to change, like midway through the movie or something. I'm not sure, because it's very odd. But going over the picture that we have of him in the movie, these are two different robots. I think that it's very clear to see that to some, for a large part. I do not think that these two look very similar to each other. There are some pieces that are definitely the same. You have the two squares right here. You have two squares right here. The kind of cockpit section you can kind of see down here. It's a lot more elongated in this one, but you can kind of see it. But it's missing any of the vehicle mode aspects. It's completely missing them all. And that means the car doors, he doesn't have them. The wheels on the shoulders or elbows, doesn't have them whatsoever. The 13 on the ankle, not there. So it's very clear that this is 100% just the jet mode of Dropkick, while this one seems to be like a triple changer type of thing. So my only kind of guess is that possibly the movie starts off and he just transforms into a helicopter, and eventually he takes on the form of a muscle car as well, and his look changes a little bit, because this one again it completely matches up with everything jet mode about this, but it doesn't match up vehicle mode at all. So that's definitely a shame. So I'm hoping that maybe there will be another version of this figure that will transform into the muscle car, and it'll look more like this, and it'll have the muscle car features on it, because paint wise it's not really there either. Obviously, as you can see, the paint is this really deep, dark, shiny metallic blue, and here it's a very light blue, like blackout blue essentially, and only some of the accent pieces have the deep blue that we should have. So that's a huge issue. So although I'm so excited about the fact that they are making a Dropkick figure, this figure is really disappointing to me personally. Just because I like this design so much, and this does not capture it. This is like I don't know, it just does not capture it at all. So hopefully it'll become more accurate as more information comes out about the movie, because again, maybe he looks just like this before he gets the muscle car pieces in the movie or something like that. But nonetheless, I still want this version of Dropkick. The head sculpt I think looks pretty good, but it also looks a little different, to be honest. As you can see, the paneling or the sections in between the paneling on the head are a lot more visible on the toy than they are on the actual robot. And then he has a little dot in the middle of his mouth here, which looks a little strange, while here you don't really see that. It looks just more aggressive. Yeah, overall, I'm somewhat disappointed with this, to be quite honest. However, I am hoping that either by the movie or by the toy, we get a good version of it that looks like this. So I'm hoping for another version. However, I don't know if that's going to be given to us. If not, I probably will do some sort of a custom with this. Probably will try to add on some of the pieces, like the tires. Try to add those on. Maybe take away some of the plain pieces. Throw on some doors, and then give them a solid repaint with this really nice dark metallic blue. That would be nice, and I do plan to do that, assuming that Hasbro doesn't give give us this version of him, because I really like this version a lot. This looks a little plain to me, to be quite honest, which is definitely a shame, because I was very excited for the Dropkick figure, of course. But overall, what are you going to do? That's the figure. I do like what he transforms into. I have no idea if it's accurate, though, of course. We haven't seen the official image of the helicopter from the movie, but I assume that it is rather close to being pretty accurate. But yeah, overall, I'm extremely excited for this figure and the character more so, and then I'm very excited to see what they do with Shatter. It would be cool if they gave us like 2 different versions of both Shatter and Dropkick, one in their vehicle mode, one in their helicopter mode, and just kind of give you like 2 different versions of them, you know, with the parts that match what they transform into. It would be kind of interesting. But yeah, overall, very excited to see that they're doing Dropkick, and I can't wait to see the Starscream and Shatter that they will most likely, you know, and of course do for the movie. So let me know what you guys think of the Dropkick figure, and thanks so much for watching.